Hi friends, The Portrait of a Lady by Kushwant Singh. Synonyms 11th English Prose Unit 1 Tamil Nadu Samacheer Kalvi. My grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. So Kushwant Singh's grandfather's picture hung on the shelf which is above a fireplace. The mantelpiece is in hall. So mantelpiece meaning shelf above a fireplace. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child that seemed quite absurd. Kushwant Singh's grandmother used to tell Kushwant Singh and his cousins about her childhood memories like the games she used to play as a child. They found, they means Kushwant Singh and his cousins found these stories, her childhood memories, are quite illogical. Absurd meaning illogical or inconsistent. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child. We treated it like the fables of the prophets she used to tell us. So Kushwant Singh's grandmother used to tell Kushwant Singh and his cousins about her childhood memories, like the games she used to play as a child. They found these stories are quite illogical. They thought that her life's stories were like the moral stories which she used to tell them. So, fables, meaning stories, moral stories, tales. She hobbled about the house in spotless white with one hand resting on her waist to balance her stoop and the other telling her beads of her rosary. So Kushwant Singh's grandmother walked around the house in an unsteady manner, wearing white clothes with one hand resting on her waist to balance her stoop and the other telling the beads of her rosary. So walk unsteadily. Hobbled meaning walk unsteadily. Her silver locks were scattered untidily over her pale puckered face. Kushwant Singh's grandmother had silver colored hair which was not neatly combed and was disorganized. It spread over her dull, wrinkled face. Wrinkled face. Puckered meaning to contract the face into wrinkles. Puckered face, wrinkled face. She was like the winter landscape in the mountains, an expanse of pure white serenity, breathing peace and contentment. Kushwant Singh compares his grandmother to the winter landscape in the mountain, which spreads widely, peace and harm. Expanse meaning widespread. She said her morning prayers in a monotonous sing song. So Kushwant Singh's grandmother said her morning prayer in the same rhythm, monotonous meaning boring, unchanging, same rhythm. The common link of friendship was snapped when Kushwant Singh went for higher studies. His friendship with her, his friendship with his grandmother ended, stopped, cut. So snapped meaning broke or cut. My grandmother accepted her seclusion with resignation. So their common friendship ended. Kushwant Singh's grandmother accepted the separation without any complaint. So seclusion meaning isolation or separation. Bedlam meaning noisy, noisy confusion. Bedlam, noisy confusion. Perched, sat comfortably, rested. Perched meaning sat comfortably, perched. Rebukes meaning scold. Rebukes, scolding. Rebukes. Dilapidated meaning damaged. Dilapidated, damaged. Dilapidated. Shroud meaning cloth used to wrap a dead person. Shroud, cloth used to wrap a dead person. Shroud. Undignified meaning vulgar. Undignified, vulgar. Undignified. Stoop meaning droop. Stoop meaning droop. Stoop. Inaudible meaning not heard. Inaudible, not heard. Inaudible. Earthen, clay or mud. Earthen meaning clay or mud. Earthen. Persuade meaning convince to do. Persuade, convince to do. Persuade. Chirruping meaning chirp. Chirruping. Clasped meaning hold on something. Clasped, hold on something. Clasped. Ignored meaning avoid. Ignored meaning avoid. Ignored. Suspect meaning doubtful. Suspect meaning doubtful. Suspect. Cremated meaning burnt. Cremated, burnt. Cremated. Scattered meaning spread. Scattered, spread. Scattered. Veritable meaning actual, authentic. Veritable, actual, authentic. Veritable. Wrapped meaning covered. Wrapped, covered. Wrapped.